Welcome back, 7:35 here on Sports Radio 560 WQM. Before we get back to all your calls and all your complaining and bitching about our coaches and our players and everything else here a day before Thanksgiving, we got to do something good, man, for somebody. And this year, we want to do something for the foster children here in Broward County. Some kids going through tough times that didn't ask to be in these situations. Gia, who's been a friend of mine for a long time, we worked together at NBC and now runs Forever Families and have been involved with that. And by the way, it is every Thursday, Gia, we used to run those pieces on TV. And like every Thursday before sports. And they were so well done on trying to find a home for kids. And when you had a good one and some family would say, oh, we really wanted to do this, we can finally do it. It just makes you feel good when you see people adopt a child like that. It's in some cases teenage children, sometimes together, but it's got to make you feel pretty good when you see that connection.
It does. It makes me feel so good, and the fact that the TV station and you, Joe, and everybody has really gathered around this issue to make life better for these kids. We've had the success in placing hundreds of kids in permanent loving homes. But sadly, as you mentioned earlier, many of these kids never find their forever family. And they end up out into the world alone on their 18th birthday. There's no presents. There's no celebration, no invitation to parties. It's boom, you're 18. Get your things and get out. So
they literally, when they turn 18, they're finished with high school, they throw them out?
Well, you know what? They're not finished with high school. A lot of kids in foster care have been in 10 different high schools. Ugh. So when they turn 18, some of these kids are in the 10th grade. They need to find a place to live, they need to get a job, and they need to get transportation back and forth to school. So how do you do that without a family or support system? Thankfully, in Broward County, we do have a good support system, the Flight Center, Children's Services Council of Broward County, and many others who are working hard to make these kids have some success in their life.
So we're going to focus for this Christmas project that we have.
Yep.
We're going to focus on just making a little better Christmas and making sure these kids all have it. And as you told me, it's not gifts.
Right.
It's things these kids need that you want to give
to them. What we'd like to do, Joe, with your help, is focus on those kids who are 18 to 23 years old. Some of them are in college. Some of them are just barely making it on their own here locally in Broward County. But these will be the only gifts they'll receive this year at Christmas time. But we're not talking iPads and iPods. Yeah. We're talking about shower curtains, towels, bath supplies, things that they really need, things that when we moved out on our own, we had from our parents. But these kids don't have that luxury. So we're talking pots and pans, all of those sorts of things. Oh, wow. All
right. So we got 250 kids. I'm just trying to get to all the facts here. 250 kids that we want to help.
Correct.
As much as we can. And you've lost some people that you've had in the past, haven't been able to do it. So we're going to try to see if we can pick it up. And if folks, and Gia's going to give you all the information here, but if you can give $50 or $100 or whatever it is, we want to try to raise at least $10,000.
We're trying to raise $10,000 for 250 young people, and 100% of that donation is tax deductible, goes directly. And we go shopping at Walmart, and we make the best of that money so that we can provide these young people gifts.
Okay, and where do they go to give this money for this write-off?
They can log on to foreverfamily.org, and there's a help button. And there's also a button that says Life After Foster Care. You can make a credit card donation right there, or you can call us at 888-365-FAMILY, 888-365-FAMILY, and we'll make sure that your money gets to the right spot.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm in for $1,000 for the holiday season. And so anybody out there, and listen, I know times are tough for a lot of people, but anybody out there that's still doing well, that wanted to do something, you haven't decided who you're going to give it to, but you wanted to help a family or somebody, if you could help Gia and the people Forever Family, it would really be appreciated. And to get more information, once Gia leaves me today, you can go to foreverfamily.org and get more information how you can help a lot of kids who, by the way, didn't ask to be in these situations.
These are good kids in bad situations. Yep. The people who love them the most, Joe, are the ones who hurt them the most. And that's why we're there for them.
So anyway, besides trying to get these kids, I know you work your butt off to get them all adopted before they turn 18 and find somebody to take care of them. But now we're talking more, and I know over the last couple of years you've really focused on the kids that are now out of the foster system to have a better adjustment where they don't run into problems after they turn 18.
That's right, because when you don't have a family to fall back on, it's very, very difficult. And I have to say, too, if I can, a big thank you to the Miami Dolphins and the coach and his wife for always being there to support Forever Family.
Sperano's are great and they've been involved now. Tony Segreto and Coach Sperano
Tony
and his wife.
Segreto and Coach Sperano's wife, Jeanette, they're both on my board of directors, and they do everything that they can to help us.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to do everything we can, and anybody that's getting ready to have the 4 days off, and if you can go home and, hey, listen, if you can give us $20, if you can give us $10, if you can afford $100, whatever it is, anybody out there wants to make it, I'll tell you what we'll do, too. Anybody that or any company that helps us, we'll make sure we mention them. We'll give you a spot to come on the radio and talk about it, and we'll really try to help out because I think this is really needed, and it's always kind of forgotten and to see the work you guys do. But when you told me 100% of this money will go to these kids, that's pretty good.
100%. Best bet in giving this year.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Gia, thank you so much. Gia, give me your last name because I always butcher it.
Tutalo-Mote. Gia Tutalo-Mote.
I wasn't going to try it. My guys are laughing, said you'll never be able to do it.
I love you, Joe. Thank you.
Gia, thank you so much. Hey, if you can, once again, Forever Family, foster children, turn 18, out of the system, where do they go? Let's make it a special Christmas for them as well. Hopefully, you'll be able to join us.